I got shouted at and sacked by my boss because I... Hello everyone and welcome to the onset of Calm Mall Summer. I am the Mall and I aspire to be calm. How are we all feeling? Are we all well? Are we rested? Are we well fed? Have we had enough to drink? Have you all imbibed enough of the good stuff? The transparent stuff? Is everyone okay? M&M Bandit. I just had an audible ad buffer a bit and it went wrong. It was the Star Wars one and I shit the nay that it said something walked in and sat on spunk. Bloody Twitch ads breaking the TOS. Do not worry, I will. Hopefully, I think if enough of us mass report, we can get Amazon banned off of Twitch. And that might be good for the whole ecosystem, not just the Twitch ecosystem. Maybe the actual ecosystem of the world. Maybe the Amazon rainforest. Today, we are going to be writing some stuff to submit to BBC Radio Comedy, specifically the... I want to say new show, but it's just a rebranding of an old topical news show called Newsjack, which they have now called DMs Are Open, to try and seemingly court either a younger, more apolitical, in quote marks, social media savvy crowd, and move away a little bit from Westminster politics to the... Hello, Brez the Fez. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I'm just explaining what we're up to today, and in fact, as ever, I have forgotten to update the hello command. Edit command, this stream. We're writing sketches to send to BBC Radio Comedy. Will they be generic comedy fodder or unbroadcastable dada art? And it is edited successfully. I don't necessarily have a particularly big concept or format idea for this. I welcome your feedback and your input if there's anything you think we should include. If people want to drop a little coin of silver in the donations tray, then I will high priority try to get that in. I think it would be nice to try and smuggle some phrases that will be said on BBC Radio, but that would also require us to write good sketches that they might accept, and that might not be possible. that might not be on the cards. Nutritional for your nails. This is about drinking the nail polish. I think first things first is probably a good idea to look over the guidance for making these and write down some notes on what we are going to do. What do we want to do? What do we think we might be able to do? Might be good to get some thinking music on. Do you know if you're allowed to? Probably a lot of classical music's not as probably a lot of classical music is not as... Wow, that's great. I think that's just done wonders for my blood pressure just on its own. Thank you very much, Josie, for that £5 donation and the calming aura that comes with it. We are going to go over everything that's in the submissions. Gnome Jerome, you were there. Did you say hello? Did you say... I don't remember anyone saying hello, I'm Gnome Jerome. But did we speak? I had a lot of people in the last few weeks come up to me and address and introduce themselves as a username. You can copyright specific recordings. Yes, but I also think that the way a lot of Content ID... the way a lot of Content ID works is it just identifies the melody and the timings and the rhythm and such. And that doesn't really mesh with the idea of owning recording but not the tune, because a lot of contemporary, the majority of music copyright now is, I own this. I own the waveforms that look a bit like this. I'd like to put on something backgroundy. Maybe I'll just play it safe and go for Komiku. It's Time for Adventure Volume 2. I think that's going to see us safely. I think that'll get us where we want to be. I think that's what we need. General MIDIs aren't recordings? No. I'm not aware of the idea of copyrighting a MIDI. I'm sure you can. Okay, let's take a look over what we need to know about. I've made this planning document here, which I've broken in turn into 3 sections. What do the BBC want? What do we want? And what ideas do we want to write about? First, we're going to focus on the top. What is the BBC looking for? DMs Are Open is a show made up of sketches and commentary, but isn't limited to topical political news. We're less interested in the stuffy Westminster stories, and we're more interested in the unusual news, trending topics, showbiz stories, and the weird internet memes that everyone's been talking about this week. Well, I already have created the weird internet meme that everyone's going to be talking about this week, so... I mean, chess. Chess pickup artists. That's going to be... I think that's viral enough. Zoom in a bit on this. Absolutely. So what are they interested? Westminster is boring. That's kind of one of the vibes. Westminster is boring.
Red Coyote tip £3. A sketch with POGs in, please.
Yeah, by POGs, should I put in POGs? POGs. Thank you very much, Red. We'll try and get POGs in there somehow. And I guess I'll put this in Ideas Plus to sort of visually indicate to me that these ideas are of a higher priority to me. Yeah, so Westminster is boring. Weird topics. And trending memes. That's what they want. A bit less Dominic Raab and a bit more Joe Rogan. Binley Megachippy is quite topical and actually has been featured on the news. Right. I've even seen a Chinese place try to copy Binley Megachippy, so it's going to become the new meta for Be the Takeaway. Yeah, Jubilee. And Captain Tom is dead, I think. Captain Tom is dead. It's never been out of our minds, really. I probably couldn't give you a full praise on Molly May. I only know the stupid things she said, but not really who she is overall. Sounds like they want to focus on cultural war stuff. No, they want to focus on hashtag trending stuff, really. I don't think they're interested in... Like, when they say... Hang on. Read this again, right? So, a bit less Dominic Raab and a bit more Joe Rogan. A bit less The Today programme, a bit more Twitter trending. A bit less Boris Johnson, a bit more Molly May. Now, Joe Rogan is a very bad choice because he is a conspiracy theorist. So not necessarily sort of an apolitical media figure. Molly May is also quite a bad choice because she is mainly known to people outside of that kind of a YouTuber, outside of that kind of influencer sphere, as someone who kind of pushed a kind of Toryist bootstrapsism that everyone can achieve wealth if they try harder, which is a bit of Victoriana propaganda. There's still room for politics, but stick to the big stories rather than the dry Westminster minutiae, and feel free to take it to weirder places. I mean, it's like the whole Westminster is not politics, but which is a sentiment I agree with, but it's sort of the worst version of that, where Westminster's not politics, but things that are viral are, as opposed to being like people and what happens in the community and what materially are people's circumstances. It's more like, what if a corporate sideshow usurped the Westminster sideshow? It has to be. Well, not only that, Sharbel, let me show you this. So this is the template. I don't know if this is necessary, but it is implied that it is. You need to link to what the story is to prove to them that it is relevant. You can't just talk about, like, everything still has to be topical. So you couldn't necessarily talk about austerity, or I don't know. Could you still talk about the war in Ukraine? How relevant and up to date has it got to be? But yeah, you have to put a news story reference here to show that news is only things that another journalism has talked about. LTNs. What's an LTN? And that's why they have to work in a week turnaround. But I think if they're operating in this frame, Twitter's turnaround is way quicker than a week. Like, this is explicitly aimed at Twitter users, right? Because DMs are open is a phrase only connected to that platform. It is the... it's like, I know the BBC is not a monolith that thinks with one heart and mind, but it is, let's get rid of BBC Three. Oh no, now we need everything else to be BBC Three, because BBC Three is gone. And then BBC Three has now come back. Submissions can be based on what's happened that week, month, or even so far this year, as long as the sketches or jokes are funny and feel relevant to contemporary popular culture. So it's like, you can do it about anything as long as it didn't happen before January and we think it's interesting. It's quite vague. But then who's Molly May? You're right though, because Zoomers aren't really on Twitter. But then Molly May is quite young. Molly May is younger than... I think younger. She's too young to be an obvious Twitter person. I mean, she's probably on Twitter. Molly May? Molly May? But hasn't posted since the 30th of October. For the first time, you've got a chance to hear your own voice on the show in the voice notes feature. Anyone is able to submit a 20-second audio clip where you read your own material. We want to hear from all of you character comedians and writers/performers in this section. This could be a message from a beer-drinking student trying to distance himself from Keir Starmer. What does this mean? Or Lord Sugar himself complaining about homeworking, except at his home. Could be one of those two things. Who wrote this? It's just one of those things that don't have an author credit. I find a lot of things don't tend to have author credits. Nothing too interesting. You're welcome to submit up to 3 sketches, 2 one-liners and 1 voice note per person, and here's how you do it. Download the templates. For sketches, please add an introduction for the host to read. Your introduction should clearly outline the trending topic or news story that your idea is from, providing clarity for our listeners. This is not necessary for one-liners. Please write in your sketches and one-liners. Please do not submit sketches in block capitals. And upload your sketch and one-liners in PDF format to the uploader. Huh. That's interesting because, as you can see from this line of text which breaks out of the table of this website, they provide the templates in RTF. You have to convert them into PDF. Who actually listens to this, to New Jack? Let's find out. Who listens to Radio 4? The average age of the Radio 4 listener is 56 years old. There you go. They are ABC ones, that's to say rich, posh people. They make up a quarter of the audience. The station also continues to have an upmarket bias. 75% of those tuning in fall into the ABC One demographic. Okay, so just to explain the ABC One demographic, it's rich people. So, the ABC One demographic refers to social grade definitions, which are used to classify people on different social grade and income earning levels. But the ABC One is higher managerial or professional. So it's posh people. So it's old posh people. So this is a sketch show that is aimed at 20-year-olds using a platform for 30-year-olds that has to cater to 56-year-olds. Perfect. It's just simple. Thank you, Barnes Emma 1104. Welcome and hi. We have a welcome bear as well if you want to shoot that off. In fact, let's put that down. So, appeals to 20-somethings must use topics trending on a website for 30-somethings and has to ultimately appeal the most to 56-year-old rich people.
Well done.
Thank you, Sharble Garble, for redeeming the welcome bear. Always good to see new faces in chat. I love to see this community go from strength to strength. What if John F. Kennedy was a cuckold? Yeah, what if? You know what I mean? What if? Can you imagine? Then there's the fees. Submissions after these times or not meeting the above guidelines will not be read. That's in big block caps. So submissions are open. Now, what I'm confused with, right? I am confused at how this works. Here's where it gives the deadlines. Oh. So, these are the deadlines, and it says that submissions open on the Friday, the 13th of May, and sketches open on Monday, the 16th of May, and voice notes open on Tuesday, the 16th of May, then at the same time each week for 6 weeks. But it says deadlines, but all it has given me is when submissions open. So this is when submissions open, and this is when the deadline is, and this is when the deadline is. Okay, so everything we are writing is going to be submitted on Friday or Saturday or whenever, right? So you've got that window, but we can write in advance of that and then have a glut to send. There are some limits to how many you can send, but I have a number of alternate accounts and I'm quite happy just to send a lot of them under pseudonyms. Hi K02. I'm going to ban K02. I'm going to tell you the names of my pseudonyms because I want to keep them anonymous, but I will share, I will share with the BBC. Now, what I don't know is if they accept a sketch that I've written or submitted under a pseudonym, can I still get paid? And I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I'll just set up a bank account in that name. Can't be that hard, can it? Okay, so they want... Yeah, we got that. So what do we want to achieve? Oh yeah, there's also this. This is the BBC's guidance on how to write a sketch. So we need to choose our subject matter wisely. Doesn't have to be tied to the news cycle, but it still needs to resonate, which is... I find the way they're describing this is it doesn't have to be this objective thing, but it does have to be good in this vague way. It's not a topical show in the way you used to think of. Previously, our guidance said it had to be about this specific, understandable thing, but now it has to relate to the idea of a trend. This incredibly subjective thing that a BBC producer might have a different idea of than I do, or a 20-something might do, or a 56-year-old might do. Because the trends, what is trending at any given time, as told to you, the user of a social media account, is different based on your demographic. We do not, outside of the blue and black dress, it is very rare for everyone to be subject to the same trends. Not so many people appreciate the rising cost of plantain. And maybe they should. So this tells you about who's submitting, what kind of stuff they need to get rid of. Okay, so idea is to be trending. We've already kind of got that right. Trending memes. We want trends that resonate. Easy peasy. Start with a laugh. End with a laugh. Okay. So I'll put down in sort of our guidance. Put things in that are funny. Possibly throughout. But if that's not possible, then definitely bookend. Character. Your sketches will have characters, and a good way to find the funny is to give your characters a very strong emotion. Okay. Characters are principally defined by an exaggerated emotional state. Are they angry, jealous, happy, in disbelief, exasperated? Have you ever seen a sketch that's principally about how happy one of the characters is? I would love, aesthetically, sketch about someone who's incredibly happy. Can you think of a sketch that's principally about someone who's really happy? I don't want to break the rules. I want to work within the rules. Annoyingly so. This will also help you generate dialogue, yeah. Like, I don't know who this happy character is, but they could say, I'm so happy, or this is great. And that's 2 lines there, right off the top of my head. That one Victoria Wood monologue about an aerobics instructor. Bird.exe, you say that, and yet the way you introduced that character was that they were an aerobics instructor, and then clarified the aerobics instructor was happy. I think a true incarnation of this idea would be, you'd say that one Victoria Wood monologue about that person that was happy, you know, the one that's also an aerobics instructor. James Corden's not happy. Let's not fool ourselves. Well, what am I talking about? James Corden is incredibly happy. James Corden is actually probably one of the happiest people. One of the happiest people I've ever seen in my life. It's me who's upset. It's me who's angry. When I look at James Corden, I see problems in him. But I'm really just avoiding the problems in me. James Corden is one of the greatest mirrors that mankind has ever invented. Everything that you're unhappy about, you can project into James Corden. the happiest man in the world. And what has he done? Just accepted a big job in America and just has to laugh politely and read out some... Well, they're not... I don't want to say they're good jokes or they're bad jokes. They're just aimed at, middle America. Not for me. He's probably the happiest guy I've ever met. I've never even met him, but I've seen him. I feel like I've met him. I've met people like him. People hungry. Ambitious. They grab life by the horns and they say, I'll do whatever you want if you're going to pay me a lot of money. Great. That's probably the happiest way to be. God bless you, James Corden. So you just want to put emotions right at the front of the character, and you also need to have a premise. It can't just be a lot of happy characters talking to each other. There needs to be something happening. The best sketches don't necessarily have funny jokes, although you do need them. Okay, funny jokes. Just by reading this sentence, do you think funny jokes are necessary? Because I'm struggling. The best sketches don't necessarily have funny jokes, but they do need to have funny jokes, as well as not needing them. They actually have the best premises. What if the police were the ones to get stopped and searched? Oh my god. Oh my god, what if the police were the ones to get stopped and searched? What if the police were the ones to get stopped and searched? What if the police... What if the police were predisposed to kill themselves during routine stops? What Boris Johnson said he was ambushed by a cake. How does cake Delta Force prepare for an attack on a Prime Minister? Oh my god. A strong angle is a brilliant foundation for a good sketch. Okay. Take an idiom that a politician said and treat it with cartoonish literalism. I shouldn't put this in what we're looking to achieve because I don't want to achieve that at all. But that's what they want. Strictly Come Dancing voice. I actually haven't seen Strictly Come Dancing. Is this should I imagine this shouted? How should I understand this? I'm guessing it's not flat, like keep writing. I'm guessing there's going to be... Yeah? Like ghost. I used to submit to Newscheck, and I promise you, I failed many, many, many more times than I was ever successful. I don't know. I feel like this sentence... Something about this sentence might... I failed many more times than I was ever successful. Writing is a victory. Exercising that muscle will never not be beneficial, so get into a routine and try not to be discouraged. Funny comes from practice. See every opportunity to submit to DMs are open as practice and enjoy the process. Well, there we go. And then under join the conversation it says, sorry there was a problem, please refresh your browser and try again. Okay. The problem has persisted. Okay, so what are some ideas? Now's the time to think big. What's in the world right now? And of course, if you cross my palm with silver, I will put you in Ideas Plus. Captain Tom is Dead is one of mine. What's going on in the world? How many people died because of the pandemic? Well, that didn't happen this year, actually. That didn't happen this year. Alan Sugar's been unhappy about home working, yeah? Home working. But he's unhappy at home. Monkeypox, yeah, that's good. It's a great time to not even be on Twitter. Captain Tom still dead? Verified. Alan Sugar is working in Captain Tom's home. This is where things get hard. We've been snarky with the guidance, and now we have to struggle with the actual act of creating Elon Musk, yeah? Elon Musk buys Twitter. What else is in the world? Oh. Catbox, is that a topical or trending story? I mean, I've got no choice to write it down. It's next to Pogs. This just doesn't fit the parameters. Sleep app for people who snore like honk me 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 me. Oh yeah, the Queen's... No, the Jubilee is here. The world's biggest plant has been discovered. I consider that equivalent to the price of plantain. Actually, I'll put that up here as well. Do not, under any circumstances, do a sketch about the price of plantain. Is that how you spell it? I'm not even 100% what plantain is. How much are plantains? You're going to have to get that information somewhere else. We're not covering that on this stream. Oh yeah, shrimps are sentient now. Hang on, let me check if it would happen before January, we can't put it in. Crabs are sentient. Lobsters, octopuses, and crabs are recognised as sentient beings in UK law. And that came through in March of this year. No, published on the 25th of November. Read the story in the government website. Yeah, happened last year. Sorry, it's not topical. Yeah, MCU. I put MCR. MCU devouring all other culture and cinema as a medium. A tarantula sentient? No, not yet. There will be eventually, the way things are going in broken Britain.
Plantain conglomerate tipped £5. Do a sketch about the price of plantain.
Thanks so much, Plantain Conglomerate. I'm afraid I've been captured by the plantain lobby. The price of plantain... Well, I mean, that's an automatic disqualification. I feel like we just need like an absolute junk sketch just to tear through these things. That was from last year and the year before, and maybe even the year before. Pride Month. Is that news? Is that trending? It is trending. Pride Month. But you know what I mean, right? A thing that happens every year doesn't feel like it fits the brief. We could do like cops at Pride angle. Cops at Pride. Oh, Captain Tom at Pride. Captain Tom at the leading the Pride parade, but he gets in trouble because he thinks the parade needs to turn around at the end and keep doing laps until it's raised money for the NHS. That's one. There's a sketch right there. And the Pride Parade keeps doing laps until it gets sent to Barbados on holiday and dies. I think that's it. Oh yeah. Captain Tom has made this mistake because of the NHS rainbow. That's pretty good. NHS, Captain Tom. Captain Tom also is basically the Jubilee. I know that's not true, but I feel like in the British psyche it's true. Okay. Okay, and what's the story reference? Okay, well, I'll put in a few. So what are the beats? Okay, so I'm Sean Morley. This will be me. I might change this, obviously, if I decide this is going to destroy my character and reputation. Do not write in block capitals. Okay. Well, okay. Doesn't feel like that rule's being observed by the powers that be. Limit of 3 sketches per person. Oh, and do all of my sketches go in one document? That's not. Maybe I need to check this again. Write your sketches in one-liners. It is not clear if they all go in one document or if they come in separate documents. It isn't clear. Does the uploader contain multiple files? I don't know. I don't know. I've got until Friday to find that out. Okay, so let's actually plan this out then. This is the format they want. Oh, yeah, okay. So, what topics are we referencing? Captain Tom's death, Pride Month, NHS rainbow flag, who gave a flight to Captain Tom? Captain Tom 100, British Airways. British Airways sending a man to his death to launder their reputation and get a publicity boost after a lack of flights. Flights due to pandemic restrictions. Okay, the formatting sort of changed there. I think I can source stuff to... Oh. Why is the formatting being weird here? Are they like tab? Is it like tabbed in? Okay, I don't understand. British Airways give flights to Captain Tom. It's my hanging indent. Hang on. I don't really understand. How do I get rid of this indent? Because okay, so if I go over the limit now and pick the second line, and I go indent in, it just doesn't respond. I'm like clicking indent left, but it won't remove it. This must be a thing I don't understand. Best I just avoid writing a long string in that bit of the document. On the ruler, okay. Yeah, look at that. Where do I put it? Over here? Oh my god. What, I take this bit of the ruler and then move it? It just makes it worse. What did I just do? Great. Great, I did something. Okay. And then what happens if I go too long now? With spaces, like they're words. Oh no, it's about the same. There are 2 things to move in the ruler. One is top line and one is all other lines. What about if I made this not be a heading? Ah yes, an American Association of Psychology hanging indent. I don't even know what's happening. But I don't need to, you know, I'm just not gonna put a long string there. The problem is that people are saying things like along the top or the ruler, and that's how we talk on Twitch. But these these little like 4-word clauses, my level of confusion is too advanced for it to be solved. I know the things you're talking about. Obviously, I can see these things. I've moved them and they haven't fixed it. I just don't know which one to move where. I don't know which one's causing the problem. I don't know what a hanging indent is. I think it's too complicated, but also I don't think it's necessary to solve this. So I think we all just put a moratorium on the hanging indent issue, and I just don't put a long string in there. Give you access to the dock. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Looks like we're still on the hanging indent problem, but I'm going to outsource this. Jambud, I've privately given you access. Are you recording this as a voice sketch? Let's just write out a plan. Let's just write out a nice little plan for what we want. Okay, if I were to write in here, am I still going to have the hanging indent? It looks like no. Looks like it's all back to normal here. Okay, good. So how do we want this to go? Let's plan everything. So a possible idea is there's two people talking. The straight man and the other one, Foil. Although straight man at Pride. What's the other thing of a straight man called? Straight man and a gay man. Someone from Pride. Someone connected with Pride is talking to Captain Tom.
Well done.
Hi, Sid and Beth. Thank you very much for triggering the welcome back. Congratulations on your hugely viral anti-Queen Elizabeth tweet. Thank you very much for shouting out Mandos. I hope your mentions are now free from trash. I saw someone sending you absolute mad stuff. I saw you actually got some bottom of the barrel accusations earlier today. I very nearly went in, but I had a big life's too short moment and left it. Who's a recently dead gay person? Okay, I've got a little crow in the dock at the moment. I'm letting them fix the ident. Let me sketch out what this sketch is. So Captain Tom is leading this year's Pride Parade, but at the very end thinks that they need to turn around and do laps until they've raised money for the NHS. He thinks it's an NHS parade because of the rainbow flag. Has Captain Tom ever expressed any views? Captain Tom and the LGBT flag? The auto-corrected flag. Captain Tom Moore has come out as a proud LGBT plus ally. Has he? What did he say? Tomorrow is the Rainbow Laces Day, and as Captain of the Lionhearts, I'm proud to show off my rainbow laces to show that in sport, a fan is a fan no matter what. Yeah, fair enough. Well, maybe he can just be at Pride then. Could it be another war hero? Alan Turing. What, leading the march? Because then the whole thing about doing laps to raise money for the NHS doesn't quite work. It would be more, let's make a difference engine to decrypt a code. I mean, to have a conversation with Tom. I think you want the straight man to be as I'm going to use the word normal. But I think having two people from the past in a modern Pride parade is a really confusing premise. I think you need someone to just be like a bog standard Pride attendee. Did Captain Tom ever actually say anything? No, Captain Tom never actually spoke. I think they breathed their last spoken word before seeing the atrocities during the Burma campaign, and then went absolutely mute. Put Ian McKellen in. Alan Turing and Captain Tom in heaven. And that is another confusing thing. If we just put him in the 2022 Pride March, he's dead, so we should account for that. Maybe he's not really dead, though. I mean, I don't really know what we're writing. Is this Pride in heaven? No, it's that the people are layering ideas on ideas. Anything that's not written on this document is not canon. Look, okay, so we got the question, how can Tom be at Pride 2022 given that he is dead? Answers. Captain Tom is not really dead. But then why was it reported that he was dead? Captain Tom came back from Avalon because Britain needed him. I think you could have two people. One of them goes, is that Captain Tom? So probably not Captain Tom. But there needs to be a line of dialogue that's non-clunky that sets the dialogue in Pride. That's awful to try and... Well, here we are at Pride. Hey, is that Captain Tom? Don't want that. Yeah, maybe Captain Tom doesn't get any dialogue, and it's just two people talking, and they see Captain Tom, and then Captain Tom gets them to turn around. And then the people who are talking, they realise they're not in the Pride March, they're in the NHS March. They're in, the NHS March, I don't know. Boy, this Pride March is really slow. It's just not. It doesn't feel like a nice line of dialogue to call it this Pride. If you're at Pride and you're doing the big parade march thing, you don't say this Pride March. Yeah, the march is really slow this year. Yeah, that'll be because of all the cops hitting the. That's because of all the cops hitting all the kink daddies or whatever. I don't So it'd be like, gay one. Change that later. Pride of Captain Tom. Change that as well. We just need to get some working stuff down. Queer Sean for kink daddies. Sure, I haven't got any issue with him. I don't think she should be beaten up by the police. Okay, we got to start on a laugh though. So we can't start an exposition. We got to start on a laugh. We'll come back, right? We write, we rewrite. Wow. March is really slow this year. K2. Yeah, just in the filth. Smacking the king daddies. With a... I want to say a truncheon. What's funnier than a truncheon? Bit of concrete. I think it's that old guy there. That Captain Tom. We need to put some jokes in here. I'm really not naturally predisposed to sketch writing. I just want to get to I want to get to the realization of the premise. This old guy, is that Captain Tom? Why would the cops have a rainbow truncheon? I don't understand the joke. I think it is him. Trying to get everyone to turn around and do laps. I think there are normally only 4 performers. Oh. Sorry, I don't know why I kept making the numbers go up. This is just a conversation between 2 people. Do you know, I was just thinking about the dialogue and absent-mindedly my brain extrapolated from 1 and 2 and just kept adding more numbers. This is just supposed to be between 2 people. I'm starting to realise now this is a really underdeveloped idea. What did we even write down? Captain Tom leading the Pride Parade, but he gets in trouble because the parade is to turn around and keep doing laps until it's raised money for the NHS. And the Pride Parade keeps doing laps until it gets sent to Barbados on holiday and dies. Captain Tom has made this mistake because of the NHS Rainbow. That's now in dispute whether that's necessary because Captain Tom is allegedly a trans ally. An LGBT plus ally. The real idea is NHS Rainbow and Pride Rainbow gets confused. Not to me. The real idea was Captain Tom doing laps, but with a large number of people. Hi, Harry Hardy.
I have to come clean. My brain is utterly fucked.
Yeah.
Maybe let's not even...
Well done.
Thank you very much for redeeming the welcome bear, Harry Hardy. It is great to see a new face in chat. I love seeing this community come from strength to strength. Captain Tom is not a speaking part anymore. It's just Gay 1 and Gay 2. Who are we casting for Gay 1 and Gay 2? We don't cast. We just send it to the BBC and they cast. Right? We don't have to specify what actor we want to play each part, right? And we'll name them as well. They're Gay 1 and Gay 2 for now. We'll do a find and replace. What if the chat is between the grandson of Captain Tom and Gay 1? What's the benefit of adding... What's the benefit of that idea? Yeah, I will give 1 gay access. If any gays step forward, I'll give the first one to ask for access to the doc access to the doc. Maybe Gay 3 could. How many gays are there in the sketch? Up until just a moment ago, 2, but now I've put a third one in. I'll give you access to this dock. And then the other dock I don't want anyone touching. That's not by erasure. I only have one dock to give access to. Honestly, I've lost faith in this whole thing. Let's go back to the planning. I think we jumped before we had a full idea. Captain Tom at Pride isn't anything. I'm realizing now this isn't anything. I have no idea what our payoff is for this. I don't think a sketch should move into the writing stage until we know what the payoff to the premise is. Captain Tom is an absolutely necessary thing. Until Captain Tom goes in a sketch, I'm just going to be thinking about him. I think he has to be more current than this. More current than Captain Tom. All right. The most current things are Jubilee, Monkeypox, Elon Musk. What else is even happening? Well, I don't want to go on Twitter. It's all going to be Amber Heard stuff. I can't consult Twitter right now. Partygate. That's a little older though. Partygate is like, you're talking about May stuff now. This is June. What's on the BBC? Here we go. What's on the BBC News website? Because the BBC is going to consider the BBC. What is a Captain Tom? Rose, let me tell you a story. And I'm going to play a track called Sad Walk with Sad Melodica by an artist called Komaku. I'll just tell it to you. Oh. This has maybe got a bit of a sinister tone to it. I think it needs to be pure sad. Maybe we'll try to chill out. Yeah, here we go. I'll just start at the top of the album. In the United Kingdom, during the height of the pandemic, a man who was about 100 years old and walked with a Zimmer frame walked backwards and forwards in his front garden to raise money for the NHS, which is our nationalised health service. After doing this for ages, days, I don't know, weeks, he managed to raise enough money to fund the NHS for about 36 minutes. And everyone was so happy, they bought him tickets to go to Spain during the pandemic, where he caught COVID-19 and then died. And he is considered the most recent national hero. During the New Year's Eve festivals, fireworks of him in the shape of him were fired into the sky over London. Scarecrows were made of him. All over the country, people dressed as Captain Tom, a modern day hero. He raised enough money to fund all of our hospitals for half an hour. And then the airports, which had lost a lot of money from the travel restrictions not letting them do anything, gave him free travel tickets so they could get a bit of publicity before they could open up again, and killed the national hero. A charity was set up in his name by his family, but a report was released earlier this year saying they had spent most of the money that the charity had raised paying themselves so that they could live in a bigger house. And that's the story of Captain Tom, Britain's national hero. I hate this country. I hate Britain. I hate Britain so much. I only take pleasure from the fact that I know the Queen is dead. Okay, we're not doing anything about that. PM victim of leadership plotters say ally Nadine Dorries. Teens guilty of murdering man in group attack. Power dressing the Queen's iconic style. Do you know, I could put that clip out on TikTok tomorrow and just make a lot of enemies. Nadine Dorries is interestingly stupid, but I think the Tory party are like way beyond caring what their public image is. Queen's cousin shows private childhood photos. Do you know what? The Jubilee, we could always list a lot of shitty things associated with the Queen. Like, it could just be an attack piece on the Queen. What have we written so far? Nothing. I wrote one thing about Captain Tom at Pride, but I'm scrapping it. I think we need something a lot simpler. We could do a full attack piece on the Queen and rake up everything. Elon Musk has bought monkeypox. Is that anything? It just needs a silly premise, right? The Queen wants a nuke. The Queen wants to nuke Derbyshire for her birthday. What is the Jubilee? Is it the anniversary of the coronation? These feel more on the money. Very, very simple. '70th anniversary of the coronation. Wow, for a coronation then. Okay, so a few questions are: who's speaking? I don't think the Queen should be in it. I actually think it's quite good to do a sketch just about the little bureaucrat, like in the thick of it and stuff. It's just the little people that assist, talking in corridors. That's quite funny. Where does she want to nuke and why, and how does it end? For her Jubilee, you know what I'm saying. This level of pedantry is slow down energy. Oh, the presenters introduce... I should have listened to the show. The presenters introduce what the concept is. So they just go, here's a sketch and the premise is this. And so the audience going to the sketch already know what it's about. I should have listened to the show. It was in the instruction pack. What do you mean by the instruction pack? We've looked at like 3 different things. The instruction pack. I should read this again. It was something you read out earlier. I read out 3 whole documents. Has anyone listened to the show? You could. They read out what the premise is. I know they probably read out what the topic is. Queen wants to nuke. I don't know. I don't know why Derbyshire. Read it out earlier. I read out 3 documents. I'm not disagreeing that I read it out, but I don't know how to find it again without reading through 3 documents again. I mean, if you say you read it out earlier, the only thing I can take from that as a suggestion is that I should just read the documents again. Unless you're just saying I should just remember, because I don't remember. Queen wants to nuke Binley Mega Chippy. That's honestly really good. Yeah, just out of spite. The sketches, please write an instruction for the host to read it, or to clearly outline a trending topic or news story it's from. Find clarity for our listeners. This is not necessary for one-liners. Thank you very much. It was the bit where they asked for your name so they could intro it. You mean this? Name and email address. This is a bit where they asked for my name. But they're not going to read out my email address, are they? Unless you mean something else. Okay, so we need to make sure this idea is fleshed out. Sure. I don't need to know the document now that we have the information that's from it. I have all 3 of them open. I just didn't want to spend the time reading them all again. A news reporter. I think news report sketches are cringe. Don't worry, I believe that was copy pasted. Just time out, Sharble. Who's speaking? Just 2 like aides in a corridor or whatever. What was the guy who said that they knew the Queen was going to die? No, I think Binley Mega Chippy. I think that's funny. Why does she want to nuke and why? Okay, why does she want to nuke Binley Mega Chippy? Why does she want anything? She's a hard person to project any desires onto. She is a non-person. She only exists as just an image to be consumed. The Queen's already dead, Harry. Give it up. Gibbo. Who was Gibbo friends with? Queen Gibbo. Okay, Gibbo. And who else was in there? A man called Gibbo. Gibbo and Ricey. There we go. Gibbo and Ricey are the 2 people. Who's speaking? Gibbo and Ricey. That's perfect. She wants to nuke. She wants to nuke Binley Mega Chippy. No, I know what she wants. She wants to nuke a council estate. But they have agreed to tone it down to Binley Mega Chippy. Or they just nuke Binley Mega Chippy and she doesn't know the difference. Not sure because there's severe brain damage. I don't think so. That's really funny. They know she wants this because someone added the Queen into the WhatsApp group. That's really funny that the Queen's asking for this via WhatsApp. In with Gibbo and Ricey. Okay. I think you can just be sure. I think it changing to Binley Mega Chippy is the payoff. Like, if this is about trending topics and this is on trend or whatever, Binley Mega Chippy should be a punchline. And if they go, well, we don't know what that is, so it's like, well, what's your show then? This is the premise of your show. Binley Mega Chippy should be able to be a punchline. If it's like, we don't know what that is, it's, well, what's the show then? Alright. So I think we just get rid of the Captain Tom stuff. It didn't go anywhere. What topics are we referencing? Well, Jubilee, Binley Mega Chippy. And I guess the Queen WhatsApp, though this is out of date and not strictly topical. Okay, so rather than going straight and writing the sketch, let's just think about beats that could be funny. So like Ricey saying, I think even just the sentence, someone's let the Queen into the WhatsApp. Gibbo. What's she saying? Says she wants us to drop a nuke on a council estate for the Jubilee. Who is Ricey and Gibbo? Okay, let's At the end of December 2019, there was a WhatsApp message that went viral. In the WhatsApp message was a man named Gibbo, a man named Ricey, a man named Burnsy, a man named Cheeks, a man named Josh, and a man named Morty. And in it, Gibbo is talking about the kit bags that they will all need to prepare for the morning because they're going to be doing some extra duties because it's going to be announced at 9:30 in the morning that the Queen has died. This image circulated so widely that it had to be addressed by all major news outlets, debunking the Gibbo texts. No one's ever found out who Gibbo or Ricey ever were. We don't know for sure if the Queen is still alive, even 2 years later. But these men, these heroes, helped us glimpse a different world. A world of kit bags, where suddenly we all knew where all our clothes were and we were all prepared to head into the dawn of a brand new day. That is the story of Gibbo, and that's why the character's called Gibbo. Gibbo's never really gone. When Britain needs him most, Gibbo will come back. Gibbo is leading Pride. Okay, yeah, Ricey looking at his phone. No, that would be the previous one. Oh god. Yeah, and then Gibbo goes. What's wrong, Ricey? Ricey, sort out Queen through what's her. She said she wants to drop a nuke on a council estate for the Jubilee. Gibbo? Was she serious? Ricey, I don't know. We've tried to move the convo on, but she just keeps spamming bomb emotes. B. Now she's done a smiling devil. Can she even name a council estate? She's dodging the question. Well, what they should be implied is right. One sec. Pause. She's dodging the question. Sorry, I don't know how to get pogs into here. Anyone's going to sign off on it. Yeah, I don't know where to go with that. I like the idea of like them not quite knowing how to process the request, or just being reticent to process the request because it's his murder. I was going to sign off on it. God, Harry's in now. Asking if the nuke's ready. No, we'll do Charles. We'll do Charles. So what is like, okay, so they can't do a council estate, but they can do Binley Mega Chippy. And if there is another similar climb down, it's not a nuke, but it is. What's another bomb? What's another bomb that's just dropped by a plane? Bomb dropped by plane. An aerial bomb. That's what a name of a bomb. I want it to sound like these guys know their stuff. I need a bomb. Oh, sorry, I left that on too high. I left that on high from the bouncing bombs from World War II. I want some modern bomb that's just not a nuke. White phosphorus. Jeez Louise. That's banned by It's a bit much. Isn't white phosphorus what they used at Fallujah and stuff? Like, it's bad. It's grim to even mention it. Alright, I'm thinking about bombs now, am I? Names of modern aerial bombs. MK-82. There we go. That's like a modern bomb. An MK-82. Okay, what does MK stand for? MK... Oh, that'll be Mark, right? Mark 82. The Mark 82. MK-82s. And when were they developed? We'll drop an MK-82. Mortar. I'll just put mortar in there. Yeah, you need to... They're dropping a mortar on Binley Mega Chippy. They're going to put fireworks in, so when it goes up, the sky looks like Captain Tom having a burger. There we go. That's a final line. Okay. I mean, that's a sketch, isn't it? So what's the sketch called? And what's it referencing? Well, I don't know what the sketch is called. Binley Megadeath. Now, a Megadeath is a real... I don't know if they actually really use it anymore. I think the name of the band kind of stopped people doing it. But a Megadeath was a unit of deaths. Yeah, a Megadeath is 1 million deaths. And is used as a unit of reference in nuclear warfare. So it's a clever joke, but it requires you knowing that. Just hit send. I mean, I'm in a Google Doc. Where's the send button? Meanwhile, Gibbo and Ricey. 1. I'll put like little. I'll celebrating the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Working at Buckingham Palace during the lead up to the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. The indent is back. Wish that crow would come back and fix it. I'm not going to include... You know who these people are, right? Include a link. Really, the main thing is the Platinum Jubilee. I don't think you need a link to be assured that that's relevant. Okay, so let's look at how this is formatted. So we do have SFX. Okay, SFX notification. FX written in all caps. Cool. Oh, and before that we want SFX footsteps. And then how many tabs? How many tabs get you from there to there? That looks like 2. One second. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. And also I just don't like people saying each other's name. I just think it feels clunky. Someone's invited? We're going down, we're dotting the I's and crossing the T's here. Someone's gone and let, I don't know. Someone's invited the Queen to the WhatsApp. And I want to say like the group chat. Change wants to drop a nuke on a council estate for the Jubilee. I want to make this not just be another question to move the conversation forward. Someone's only gone and let, and now Muggins here. I don't know. I want these guys talking really informally. What do you think they call the Queen? Liz. Yeah. I think the council estate should be revealed. I think we use that to add another beat. That's what she asked for last year. I don't know if I like it. But I do want something that's not just a question to break up the questions. Yeah, I think you enter. You always. You're supposed to be saying you what? Yeah, but realistically you should. But it's just kind of boring. A beat like going what? Do you know what I mean? I think it's just a really. Because so many comedy sketches have such absurd premises. If characters reacted realistically to the absurdity of the scene all the time, you just have to listen to a lot of people go, "What? What?" This premise of a guy reading type into an app is a pretty hard thing to make work on radio. No, why? People reading letters and stuff and reading correspondence has been in radio comedy since year dot. The fact that this is part of a live chat, someone's just reporting on what they can see in a screen. I don't think it's too complicated. Then she wants to drop a nuke for the Jubilee. Yeah, there's like again, or it just feels like a weak joke. And I'd rather not do a joke than do a joke that's kind of weak. I just want to drop a nuke for the Jubilee. Okay, I think Gibbo should be like, that's no problem. We'll just fire another one at such and such, implying this happens every year and they do blast something, but it's just something no one cares about. Sure. Hang on, I'm asking. B. Oh, this should be Ricey. I suppose you have to write out bloody sound effects. Council estate. Which one? Hang on. I'm asking. She's dodging the question. She might not know the names of any. Dodging the question. She might not know the names of any. She might not even really know what one looks like. Tell you what, let's just drop a mortar on Binley Mega Chippy. Oh, I don't like the resolution that he just suggests it. This child stuff, I think, is not necessary. I think it can be short and sweet if we just get to this punchline as fast as possible. Like, this could be very, very short little thing. Nah, I want to make the Gibbo and Ricey thing more of an Easter egg, if you know that story. By making it integral to the joke, it will be dismissed because it's from 2019. I just want to get it from here, but I don't like It's Sorted Now. It's Sorted Now implies that a third party is also part of the conversation and they've just sorted it. Well, what if... And then Ricey just cuts him off. And that feels like work. Does that feel like a work WhatsApp where you got a thing and then you're like, oh, how do I do this? And then someone just... And then you can say to someone, oh, just someone's sorted it now. It's like, that problem's gone. Someone else has done it. Does that feel like it's just... It feels like a naturalistic work WhatsApp convo? You're in the middle of doing something and someone else just does it. And you're like, oh, it's just sorted now. Someone else has just done this. Drop a mortar on Binley Mega Chippy. There's some fireworks going in. Light up the sky in the shape of Captain Tom having a burger. Can it end on that? I do think it will get a laugh, and it's recording for a live audience, so you can just cut there. Just end on that laugh. There's no point. That's the punchline. End. Okay, are there any notifications that needs to go in? Okay, this bit is a bit weaker and could be stronger. Does the royal family and the royal family live on a council estate? Royal family, council estate. Yeah, it's set on a council estate. Is that why she even has the knowledge? And then rather than him suggesting... And then this could be Gibbo, like, protesting. I think it's boring for him to just be saying, oh, well, I thought it was the royal family. Is there anything interesting Gibbo could say here that's not just protesting?
Well done.
Hello, Killian McKillian. Thank you for triggering the welcome bear. I love to see new faces and chat. I like to see this community grow from strength to strength. I think it's funny. I think it's funny that you have the Queen dodging a question in a WhatsApp community. It's not very explicit, so you don't actually like know what she said, but I think it's a little bit of texture that's quite nice. The idea of thinking, what does it mean for the Queen to dodge the question, which council estate? That's funny to me. For greater concision, we could get rid of it, but I think something would be lost. And that's the sketch. I'm done. That's the sketch. I'm done. Did you remove she spamming bomb emojis? Yeah, and I removed Prince Charles coming into the chat. I think you just have to just make it short and sweet, and don't bubble away on ideas that aren't the payoff to your premise. I don't know how to fix this hanging ident, but I have until Friday to work that out. Give us a read through then. Okay, Binley Megadeth. It doesn't matter, it's trending, Sharble. It's trending. Binley Megadeth, we can hear some footsteps and we hear a WhatsApp notification. Ricey says, oh, 1 second. Oh, God. Gibber, does someone want to come into the Nighthole chat and do the other side of this for me? Does someone want to Does someone want to play part of this with me? I feel like the only real way to know how it sounds is to hear two people. I'm going to come onto Discord Nighthole chat. And if someone else wants to pop in and play either Ricey or Gibbo, here's a link to the Discord. If you are not already a member, then what the heck are you playing at? And while I wait, we can think about what the next one's going to be. Hi, Buzz Josie.
I have to complete. My brain is utterly fucked.
Thank you very much for the resubscription. Buzz,
Hello.
good evening and hello. Do you fancy doing a read-through of a sketch with me? Does anyone? Oh, King of Time is here. King of Time, please say hello. Interesting, I can't hear you. Let me check if that's a problem on my end. Shouldn't be. Nevertheless, I do not hear you.
That working?
Yes, hello, hello.
Hello.
Let me make it so that everyone can hear you.
Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me?
They should be able to hear you fine now. Just say another line so we can just do a final check on.
Hello. 1 2 1 2. How's that, everyone? Can you all hear me?
If anything, I've made it a
Loud
bit
and
too
clear.
loud, but that's good.
Okay.
Do you have a preference between Ricey and Gibbo?
I don't mind. What would you prefer?
I haven't really thought about it. They're just interchangeable names.
Go on. I'll be Ricey then.
Okay, then we won't bother reading out SFX. They're not too integral to the story. Whenever you're ready, take it from the top.
1 second. Oh God.
What's wrong?
Someone's invited Liz into the group chat.
Oh, what's she saying?
She said she wants us to drop a nuke for the Jubilee.
Sure. Where's it going this year?
Hang on, I'm asking. Council estate.
Which one?
Hang on, I'm asking. She's dodging the question.
She might not know the names of any.
You shouldn't have let her watch the royal family.
Well, you could always...
Oh, nah, someone sorted it now. Gonna drop a mortar on Binley Mega Chippy, and there's some fireworks going in that will light up the sky in the shape of Captain Tom having a burger.
The end. I think it's fine, because there's not actually a lot of acting needed for it, because it's just two people sort of...
Yeah, it's just...
Oh,
saying what's going on
we
in
got
the
into
group
puppy mode. 1 second.
chat.
Puppy will probably be drowning you out because they are tied to the same audio line.
Right, okay. Well, thank
Yeah,
you for,
you don't.
having me on.
Thank you very much for coming on. I look forward to maybe reading with you again, given everyone else's reluctance to come on.
Gladly. Alright. I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Great, that's our first one. Binley Megadeth. Great, I'm going to... This is on a copy, so I'm going to make a copy of this copy so that I can keep working with this. This copy of a copy, I'm just going to name New Idea or something. Or Current Unused Sketch Template Doc. And this can be called Binley Megadeth. Great. So, Binley Megadeth in... Yeah, Hang On I'm Asking is an intentionally repeated beat. I think the constant thing of like, I've asked you a question, Dialogue's going back and forth. Stop. Notification. Answer. I think it was with a more traditional sketch, it would happen 3 times, but concision wins over rule of 3. Great. Let's see if we can get another one out. Elon Musk has bought monkeypox. That's written down here. What else is here? Shrimps are sentient. That's kind of old news. Monkeypox. Captain Tom. I mean, this isn't news. This is done. Although let's not delete. Let's just cross through. That's done. That really shouldn't be here though. That should be deleted. Monkeypox. Yeah, I want to get. Oh, yeah. Elon Musk has bought monkeypox, thinking they're monkeypogs. And so what has actually happened? Thinking they're bored apes. Well, I was thinking that monkeypogs are of an NFT. Charbel, are you really asking what a pog is? Well, I was thinking they are NFTs, but they're called monkeypogs. And that way, the BBC, I don't know what the BBC's policies are, but don't they avoid proper branding and business stuff? Maybe monkeypogs helps us get around that. So Elon has bought monkeypogs. A non-fungible trading token. And as proof of ownership, the user, and then let's look at the symptoms of monkeypox. Monkeypox symptoms. Do you not get like welts or sores? What is monkeypox? Oh, that must be under what is monkeypox. What are the symptoms? None of these headings describes the symptoms. Maybe symptoms is in it, but flu-like symptoms and let's get a more comprehensive description. It's accompanied by lesions. What is a lesion? What is a lesion? A lesion is an area of abnormal tissue. A lesion is an area of abnormal tissue. What are you talking about? That describes anything. I think an eye is an abnormal piece of tissue. Pustules. You mean like chicken pox stuff? You worry if maybe this isn't that funny? Why? Because monkeypox is serious. Because monkeypox is a serious illness that people are genuinely worried about. Lesions are typically associated as an AIDS thing. I am just trying to learn what the identifying features of monkeypox are. I'm not necessarily going to put lesions into the sketch. I want to know if there's a shorthand you can use for symptoms that will uniquely identify monkeypox. I just want to know what the symptoms are. Can this be a doctor joke? We'll find out, I suppose. What are the symptoms? That's how you can contract it. And then what are the symptoms? Here we go. Temperature, headache, muscle ache, backache, swollen glands, shivering, and exhaustion. This doesn't include lesions. Rash. Oh, the association with monkeypox and... Yeah, you're right. I've not been up on monkeypox, so I did actually know that factor, but I had forgotten. All right, we'll cross out monkeypox because, not going to joke about monkeypox on Pride Month. What if Elon Musk tried to buy TUI? I don't know what TUI is. Is it a safe Google? Writing sketches is really hard, and doing it on stream is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing to attempt. To do a remotely decent job is actually a very tedious process. And I'm caught between the tedium of just going over every sentence with a fine-tooth comb, or just making something that's sort of shit and is a waste of our time. TUI has cancelled tons of people's holidays. Ranch Car thinks TUI is a Tesco clothing brand. I'm going to give us like a deadline for coming up with a new idea. Otherwise, let's just do something easy. Let's just relax. It's calm mall summer. TUI news. Cancelled flights. TUI customers angry over handling of travel misery. What was the idea? That Elon Musk has bought TUI. What's the joke in that? Punch down at Marvel. Let's go back to the BBC website. Let's put Komiku back on. What's going on in the world? What was the result of the Amber Heard trial? Right. Cheers and beers as Shanghai eases lockdown. The world's biggest plant found off the Australian coast. Hundreds gather for World War II veterans' funeral. Kate Bush running up the charts due to Stranger Things. Oh, I don't doubt it. And I know exactly whose hands that plays into, and I don't know. I think a lot of very bad things were happening to lead to the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial becoming this toxic, weird sideshow pantomime. Torture and fear in Russia-controlled Ukraine. Why are so many flights being cancelled? This is quite funny. So, Beth, during your tweet about the monarchy, at least one guy said, "We have good airports. If you don't like this country, then leave." And again, I didn't, when I came very close to being like, what good airports? The UK air travel industry is an absolute mess. Like queues and lines and like, think about planes, I guess. Like more broadly than just TUI, a single firm. Air travel. Air travel, that topical gem. How can MPs restore their battered reputation? How? Institute for Government think tank. Parliamentary expert. What, the director of a think tank? Perhaps the only thing that would shake MPs out of the complacency and bring about badly needed change to the palace and mess as if it went up in flames like the Cathedral of Notre Dame. Things only change in a complex organisation when there's a big shock or crisis. Has there not been a big shock or crisis? Have we not, during the time of the Tory party being in power, experienced a big shock or a big crisis? Has that not happened? And even she cites here that there was a major shock that led to, well, it led to the reform of the expenses, but what was it? Even this year, Priti Patel put down on her ministerial expenses going to see James Bond. And when it was questioned in a hearing, I can't remember the name of the MP, but a Tory MP said it should have been expenses because it's about spies, which the Home Office needs to know about. Is that much needed? Is that the much needed reform this article's talking about towards, like, ministers' expenses? I think they're stupid. I don't think people from think tank should ever be interviewed by the news. Hi, Jambird. I'm just struggling. I'm just struggling to deliver on the premise of this stream. I think I'm gonna stop trying to write sketches. What's the night hole for? I don't understand that question. You're asking what the purpose of the night hole is general. I don't understand that question. It feels like a non sequitur to me. Oh. It was to do a reading. It was to do a reading of the previous sketch with King of Time. But I think I'm going to stop doing sketches now. I think it's done my head in, and it's too taxing. I think I just need calm. Do you want to do something calming instead? Do you want to do something else? I just don't think I've got another one in me. I think it's just very taxing. We can do something else. Stream doesn't have to stop. But I think I want to switch tasks. And once we've decided what we're doing, we might get a cup of tea. Maybe I'll go get a cup of tea. I'll go get a cuppa and then we'll do something else. How does that sound? Yeah? Little break and a cuppa? That sounds good. This is it. We're in calm all summer. If something's hard, just don't do it. St. Jimmy, what we'll do is we'll all think of all the things we could do that might be fun, and then we'll just take a poll on them. And we'll just pick one. We'll just pick one. Okay. Get rid of this. Stick a pre-stream on. And I'll see you. Hello, I'm back. Not officially for 30 seconds. In case anyone's keeping an eye on the timer, I'm not back. I'm just talking. But I'm gone. I got myself a little tea, and that's it. And I talked to Mono. Talked to Mono in the kitchen. What happens is, I take a little break, and I want to have a tea and I want to use the bathroom. But Mono's room is nearer to the kitchen and the bathroom than my room. So when I take a break, it's a compliment because it shows that Mono's watching and listening. But it also means the kettle's already going, the toilet door's already locked. And I think, but this is my little breaky. It's a little breaky for me. And now it's little Mono breaky. Mono's breaky's become a duo breaky. I think Mono, I think, I mean, it's a compliment, right? That means he was holding in we because he wanted to watch me. And we live together. And he doesn't, he hears me all the time, but he still holds his we in. And that's like a compliment, So I should, in a very real way, I should be flattered. I'm not trying to be Amazon and saying he has to piss in a bottle. Well, I don't know what I am saying, actually. Let me piss first. Half of the time. Don't let room geography dictate all of this. But then maybe he's not listening, actually. I think he's outside smoking, because otherwise, I think he's outside having a little rolled up cigarette. Otherwise, he'd be in the chat giving it this and that. Is there a great compliment holding a wee? Yes. There's I love you. Is that a compliment? You smell nice is creepy. Bird, that's creepy. You've been giving creeps an easy ride, enjoying that compliment. It's a creepy thing to say, I think. No one I know should ever smell me. You look like you smell nice, yeah. I would be stunned if you stank. If you stank, I'd be shocked. Are both toilets of the same quality? Hang on, this isn't important. I came here with two things to say. Number one, I think after having tried it 3 times, I think the jig is up for me ever doing a stream that's explicitly about me writing comedy on stream. I think I'm never going to do it again. And I'm announcing that now. I think it's not viable. I think I'm not going to do it ever again. I think it's a bad idea. One that I've tried earnestly with, and it's been exhausted now, and I'm never going to do it again. It's very hard for reasons that now seem incredibly obvious. Writing comedy full stop is very hard. Turning writing comedy into a performance is ludicrous. And then writing comedy as a performance while asking other people with their own differing feelings and opinions and aesthetics and sense of humor to also be contributing, that's impossible. That's too much. That's a couple of bridges too far for me. And by the end of 2 hours, I felt like I'd just been in a boxing match with a ghost and lost. You've done very good improvisational comedy streams, though. The car driving glue stream is excellent. I think maybe I've not made myself clear. I don't want to do a sketch that's explicitly about me writing comedy as text. Oh, you all helped. I just think as an idea, it's not. I just think as an idea, it's maybe a bit much. And it's also kind of difficult for me because I get this weird. It's a weird thing to do a piece of comedy that's you doing comedy about writing comedy. I don't know. I just don't think it's good, and I think I'm not going to do it again. And I'm telling you this so that if I forget this, you could tell me not to pursue it. Anyway, that's just me. Actually, I think anyone would find it quite difficult, and I just thought I'd be immune to those difficulties, and I'm not. You have brought no doom and despair. I'm just moaning. We hit the halfway point in the stream. I think the concept I was trying to do.
Anonymous tip £3. A herbal tea for Sean.
Thank you so much. You got this for me. You got this. Don't sleep with my wife house mug with the broken handle that I still drink from out of loyalty. Thank you very much. I'm having a vanilla chai here. Vanilla chai is my favourite at the moment. It's gorgeous. Anyway, welcome everyone. Doomers and doomies alike. Sit down, be calm, and feel safe. What do we want to do then? We got time now. We are now officially in the night hall. The night hall there. What do we want? What's going to happen? What are the broad flavours of stream that I do? There's YouTube. I know a lot of people are asking for St. Jimmy. Do we want St. Jimmy? We want St. Jimmy. Okay. The night hole. Trawling YouTube. Keep it as just chatting. It sounds like people want St. Jimmy. Given that it's the night hole, I'll pop into the night hole. If anyone wants to come in and offer their thoughts or opinions, they can do so via the Discord. The night hole usually just refers to a stream where it's a bit of an open forum for chat. So we're going to watch a YouTuber called St. Jimmy. We've watched them a few times in the evening. They're very good value. They live down, was it Southampton, somewhere on the south coast. They're just a vlogger. They're very earnest. I don't know. I feel like St. Jimmy's appeal is obvious, and you'll get it when we start watching it. To be clear, we found St. Jimmy through a practice of finding unknown YouTubers, which is that you type in my first vlog, and then you just look at people's first vlogs with low view counts and see if you can find anything interesting. And St. Jimmy is what we found. Now, here we go. I'm on the account that is for streams. And can we also try another my first vlog search? Yes, but let's enjoy St. Jimmy as a pick-me-up. And then maybe we can go trawling if we have the energy. Okay, so here's the display capture. Young Milky gets pranked by James St. Jimmy Smith. That's the only new video that isn't music. Okay, let me ensure that we've got the right volume. This is 16 minutes long and is St. Jimmy pranking someone.
Okay. Hello. 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 How are you?
I got chips.
Nice.
Probably coming a bit loud there. Now, we have watched St. Jimmy's back catalogue, and we've never met Young Milky before. That doesn't mean that Young Milky is not a long-time friend. They definitely haven't cropped up any recently yet. keep an eye on this volume.
With Malik. He's meeting someone called Billy tonight. We're going all the way up to my end of Lancing so he gets to meet Billy.
Oh, the way you said that, the way you fucking shut your mouth. They don't exist.
They don't.
They do
don't.
exist.
They don't exist. Shut your. You better. I hate you.
So Malik,
Was the video intro unusual? Not for St. Jimmy. I don't necessarily think that the imagery was there to recognise the Jubilee. Maybe. Now, is St. Jimmy here saying that Billy doesn't exist? That they're going to meet someone called Billy, but that St. Jimmy thinks they're not real?
if you could do anything tonight with Billy, what would you do?
I would. Whoa. You can't say this on camera, bro.
Okay.
You're still filming, bro. I would invite her to a nice night of reading books under the covers. And you can stop recording your leg now.
So they're going to go and meet a girl that young Milky fancies.
We have to go straight up there.
Why are you laughing? Why you... What's funny? I'm not knocking on the door. You knock on the door. Come on then. It's not here, is it? Who?
This might be a little slow, but promise me that I promise you, these videos usually end up going somewhere. Once in a blue moon, it's just noise and ambient, terrible shots.
You do, James.
We're now at the door.
We're at the door.
At the door, but Malik doesn't want to knock on it.
Thanks, French car. That'll keep people up to date.
You're chatting shit, James.
What chatting shit?
Go knock on the fucking door.
So I'm just trying to do a quick recap of what we think's going on. St. Jimmy and his sister have met up with young Milky. They're going to a girl's house. I didn't know Billy was a girl until young Milky got very bashful about describing what he would like to do with her. But now that they've arrived, it seems like she's not only not expecting them, they don't necessarily even know her well enough to knock on the door. So it's like an impromptu, do you want to hang out with us in the middle of the night? Stevie's, I welcome the curse. Curse away. Curse to your heart's content. I was concerned about this guy's nickname. It never occurred to me. I mean, adding young to a nickname doesn't mean anything. Like, I can't remember the examples, but young as a beginning of like an MC name is just commonplace. So much so that I don't think you should read into it meaning anything in specific. Milky, however.
I want to see it, I believe it.
Why don't you get her out here?
But
Get
Milky is not as bad as young Milky. Yeah, my belief is it's vloggers like this, everything that they record goes in, and just there's sometimes.
How's it going?
God, we were jumping in.
Try calling you.
What is this? I'm so confused.
This is Malik.
Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Anthony.
Hi, nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you, Shay. Yeah, what you do to him.
Malik's
Hey,
about
Danny.
to see Billy.
I remember Danny came in here and then went upstairs and like, can I wash my hands and then come back down? That's funny.
Malik's about to see Billy.
Funny, yeah.
What?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good too.
I'm done.
Does Billy live here?
I can see Billy now.
Oh, who's where? What?
Just up there.
Up there.
I'm on
Just want to say hi.
GHA at the moment.
So this was just a joke.
Yeah.
Oh well,
I'm
nice
on,
to meet you.
GHA at the moment, yeah. Yeah, I'll let you go then.
Sorry, I'm always pausing. I just constantly need to just check I'm on top of things. So he brought his friend to just a random other friend's house, and that's the prank.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah.
Do you want
Oh,
any
someone that
signed
young Milky doesn't
autograph?
even know.
From Young Milky. No, you don't. Goodbye.
Do you want any signed
You should
autograph?
ask
He's
for your
famous.
autograph.
Yeah, I know you should ask for my autograph. Yeah.
Wait, is it actually famous?
Yeah,
then?
he's famous.
I'm not that famous.
He should be
famous enough.
in your band.
I've actually got like 1,000 followers on TikTok.
Exactly.
And I've got like
Do you wanna
111k
should we
likes.
do a little photo, you two together?
No, I don't want
I've
to.
got
Let's
a-
go.
Come on, do a little photo.
Young Milky's got 1,000 followers on TikTok. I've canked it.
See you later.
Yeah, right, bye.
See you.
The point of this is.
So Monique's just meet and greeted with Anthony Aycock.
You made me cry.
Oh, you just meet
You
and
made me
greeted him.
cry. You made me walk here. I expecting some blonde chick to open the door, and who opens the door but someone who is not only not a blonde chick, but a man in a cool shirt. But
Not only
I
not a
can't
blonde
be
chick, but a
bothered,
man
James.
in a cool
this
shirt.
is I'm at the last legs now.
Okay.
This isn't vlog content, but it's annoying me. Is this okay? No, okay, stop the video.
You like Malik?
Yo, bang.
So Malik has just met
Do you
Anthony.
know what we're doing? Do you know what we're doing, James?
What are we doing?
We're walking down this fucking hill and it's your house, isn't it? This is what we're doing, James, isn't it?
Well, else is down this hill, yeah. So he's just meeted and greeted with
Nah, James,
Anthony
for real.
Aycock.
Why? Why have you done this to me?
And he's now had a photo
That's
taken
what
with
these-
Anthony.
That's what these guys need, right? They just need a place to hang out. But instead, they haven't got one, so they just walk to each other's houses and think of reasons to walk to other places. But there's never anything there, so then they just walk back to their own houses.
Aycock.
He did indeed. He's a
At
lucky
his
guy.
house. And the next person will be Billy.
I'm not fucking doing
Oh, these kids aren't posh.
So she said she wanted to meet at the park.
They're just
We're now
they're
at
just
the
in the
park.
south.
But I think she wants to meet at the little park, so we have to go through this park to get there.
The Grumpy Dave prank was very good, but do you remember the exercise prank as well? That's another one of my favourites. And also, I'm remembering the 50p challenge. That was incredible.
First of all, someone moving in the bar. Yeah.
Do you want to watch the pub prank again? Catbox, do you not know St. Jimmy? If Catbox and
Yeah.
Jambird haven't seen
here.
these things before, would anyone be up
here.
for watching the pub prank again for their benefit? It does explain our fascination.
Yeah, she said coming in.
Okay, after this video, we'll watch the pub prank, and then you'll understand. This is St. Jimmy, our patron saint.
Hey,
Second prank
got
on
Malik
Malik.
scared.
Well, what are you doing?
We'll have to wait for an text so quickly.
I'm glad it all worked out for you, Blackbird 7 Twitch.
So she says
They
that
bought bars of
she's
chocolate for
here,
each other.
but
No. One of
she's
them
like,
bought
"I'm
crumpets, and the
here,
other one
you
bought
can't see
a big
me."
flump or something.
So she's here.
I don't think anything's going to
Why
happen
not?
here. It's just
No.
him and Malik hanging out in the swings at night.
No, fuck you. Nah, can you like?
I
stop?
remember
Oh.
being a teenager living in a little village. This is all we could do.
Can you stop filming now?
Yeah.
I like
She
that
says
Malik's
something about
getting really annoyed
toilets,
with him.
but we get there. And she isn't here.
Hey, 8 more minutes to go.
Said you
You know what I mean? We would just go down to the park at night. They are. I think they're in their 20s.
There she is.
But I think
Hello.
maybe if you just live in an area, there's nothing else to do.
What?
We stopped
No,
doing it
so
because
can
we've moved
start
to a
to that.
bigger area, a city.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm not 100%. They're not that old, but I think they're in the
Can you stop
20s.
filming?
She's coming.
No, I think they're early 20s.
Can you like stop filming?
She's coming. She's
Can you-
over
can you
there.
stop the what?
I think they're also like in the long teens.
She's now apparently
Cameron,
in the
we did do
park.
some pranks.
Funny.
I think it's a lie to say we did 0 pranks.
Very funny.
No, alright.
I love this so much. Everything about this is great.
We'll see you in a sec now.
What
She
pranks?
says that she's in the park.
Um,
And it's the fairy part of it. I'm
taking
Malik.
Howard to the train museum.
Come and meet me when I'm horny.
What are you on about?
Horny.
Can you shut up?
Cause I'm mum.
Can you shut
No,
up, man?
Malik.
Dude, can you shut up?
Sure. She's here anyway, so we'll see you in a sec.
This isn't the greatest
Yeah.
video to show off St. Jimmy's.
Which park has she gone to?
Well, just St. Jimmy at all.
Don't know.
Do people fancy bailing on this one? This one actually is.
Call her.
This really is nothing.
But do you know something? You know with a torch, you know when you show it into someone's face, anyone around you can just see that person's face.
Yeah, cool, right.
Do we fancy bailing?
Uh, I doubt.
I don't think he's bullying. I think that's a stretch. He's just annoying. Okay. 50p challenge, that was very funny. Let's find the playlists. Grumpy Dave. Grumpy Dave is the best ones. Grumpy Dave vlogs. Grumpy Dave versus Young Dave. That one's not so good. Grumpy Dave loses his camera lead. Is this the one? Oh, hang on. He explains the prank here.
So what's up, James and Jimmy Smith Vlogs? Basically, we've decided that we are going to do a prank on your dad, Dave. We are going to basically sneak out.
Okay. I think this is the one. So he's going to explain the prank here. I'm talking directly to people who haven't seen this video before. He's going to explain the prank here, and then I'm going to pause it. And can one of you explain what the prank is to me? We'll give the full explanation now.
So what's up, James and Jimmy Smith Vlogs? Basically, we've decided that we are going to do a prank on your dad, Dave. We are going to basically sneak out, make him think we're going to the pub. But how are we going to do it without him noticing? Basically, I am going to make this video. Well, you're going to see it in a sec, and I'm going to like show it from YouTube, like connect it to his TV upstairs, so he'll get like a little message, and then let's see how he reacts. Enjoy. Hello,
And then
Dave.
this is the video.
Basically, the three of us, we have gone to the pub while you are upstairs watching your film. Well, not anymore because I've interrupted it, but so. You can join us. This is only a joke, but we hope to see you soon. Enjoy.
Okay. What's the prank? What are they doing? What is the prank that is happening? Can anyone explain? You could come into the night hole and talk me through it. You could put it in the ticker so that everyone understands. You could just write it in the chat. They're tricking the dad into thinking they've gone to the pub as a prank. Ah, King of Time. But are they actually going to the pub or not? Good night, it's Phil time. They've made a video which says we're going to the pub and sending it to the upstairs telly. They're just saying it. They're disturbing Dave's film. Yeah, I think people have sort of roughly got it. I'm happy to move in. I think you've got roughly the same understanding that I had. You're welcome to Nighthold's, Josie. Anyone is. And I think Josie Hypatia is right. Getting someone's live react would be fun. One of the Grumpy Dave videos have been privated. I wonder which one. He is very... It could be the one where they're having that flaming row. Grumpy Dave and his partner are screaming at each other in the kitchen and he's just filming it for some reason. Hello, Josie.
Huh.
So do you want to talk me through your understanding of the prank?
As far as I can tell, they're downstairs, Dave is watching a film,
Mm-hmm.
and they've made a video to say, "Hello, Dave, we're going to the pub." They're not intending to go to the pub. They're intending to make Dave think they're going to the pub by showing Dave this video. But then he said in the video that it's only a joke.
Mm. So
either they've messed up the prank before it begins, or there's another layer that I'm not getting.
Yeah, the fact that in the video it says this is just a joke, but that video was created before the explanation was given to us. So he would have known during the explanation that the video says it's just a joke. It's hard to understand what the prank is they're expecting to get a reaction from, because Grumpy Dave isn't really going to believe that they're at the pub. I think it's time to watch on and see.
Yes.
Okay, so they're outside. Now, I mean, it's been a while since I watched this, but they're expecting him to come out to the pub, you'd imagine. Would that be your read on it as well?
Possibly, or at least just think that they're not in the house. I was expecting them to then go and surprise him and go, "Ha, we're still here." Weren't expecting that, were you?
But I think they... Well, we'll see how it goes. Well, what I think they want...
I can't really live react to it because I can't see it.
Hello?
Because you're in this call, right?
I mean, I can watch it on stream, but then I'm sort of 10 seconds behind you.
Yeah, and my voice will double up. Do you know what I can do though? This will catch you up. I'll screen share. I'll just do another stream just for you.
That would work, thank you.
Does that work?
Yes.
And then you should be able to watch that one, and that will be more in sync.
Marvellous.
I'm going to rewind by about 10 seconds or so. Is the sound coming through okay?
Hello?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Where's... Oh, shit. Hello? She's with us. You can't find the TV remote?
This is Grumpy
Come
Dave.
back. Okay, we'll come back. Okay, if we'll come back, open the door ready for us. Be ready. Open the door ready for us.
Open, and they're going to be there when he opens the door?
No, not your downstairs. Open the door. Open the door, you can get... Come on.
Yeah, the prank is now that we get back faster than you'd expect.
Got you!
Guess what? I don't care.
She didn't go anywhere. She didn't go anywhere.
You know what? I don't care. Because Libby's on a fucking phone call with your fucking son. Fucking Paul. She's just gone to labour now.
No, she hasn't.
He's coming in a minute.
No, he hasn't.
I've lost track of who's pranking you now.
But he hasn't. She don't have it too much. Get ready then.
So have you followed what's just happened?
So they never went anywhere. They're expecting him to be surprised that they're suddenly there. He's not at all phased,
Yeah,
presumably because he didn't believe them in the first place.
because they told him it wasn't true. Yeah.
Then who's in labour?
Well, so obviously when they come to the door really wanting to get some kind of reaction from him, which, to be honest, on its own is quite strange because Grumpy Dave, well, he's called Grumpy Dave for a reason.
It's in the name, yeah.
He's not going to give them what... And he's very intentionally not giving them what they want. But he says, I don't care. And when they're like, you do care, we got you. He's like, no, your brother called, and he's talking to their mother, who hasn't really been in shot yet, but she's with them as part of the prank.
Right. Okay.
They have their own families. So like, he has his daughter, who's St. Jimmy's half stepsister or whatever, and his mother has another adult son. And he says James is just called his wife, such and such, has gone into labour, and she's saying that's not true. She's not due until March. Don't know when this is. But she doesn't believe him. And it's not clear whether he's saying that to win this prank war or they've been doing a prank when actually there's some very serious family business to deal with.
I'm going to say I think it's the latter, because that would be very quick for the counter prank to be straight back in there and to do it so straight-faced.
We don't know how long they've been out by the hedge. So I just think the idea of a quick turnaround, we can't say for sure how quick that turnaround was. He could have had an hour.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Because he knew from the start that they weren't at the pub.
Exactly. And also, I can tell you, they do this kind of thing all the time. This is like every week there's going to be one of these. So the idea that like he won't be able to, if it seems weird how well he's able to respond and not rise to it, it's because this is his regular environment.
Okay, so he's well practiced then.
And also, I'm going to tell you now my favourite thing about this video. This mystery about what was intended, how the prank's supposed to work, whether this person's really going into labour, will never be addressed. And the video just moves quickly on.
Oh, no. I was really hoping it was all... There's a small part of me hoping it was all somehow going to resolve.
I think there's just a hard left turn and all this is dropped.
Come on, you're coming with now.
Come on. We'll leave you here then.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Mum's coming.
I won't do it. I'm doing it for you guys. I'm doing it. Come on.
Bye, Dad.
And it's not clear.
What's your program?
Have fun.
Grumpy Dave is grumpy, but also he's abused so much for his grumpiness.
That's nice. I did. She didn't.
No, I was tending. Come on.
You think I'm gonna fall for that?
And also, this is evidence. Grumpy Dave walks in, says, your mum's just hurt herself. And she immediately goes, no, I haven't. I was just teasing. So this is the environment. This is the culture of the St. Jimmy household.
Okay, and the mum is the one who was with them outside.
Yes.
As part of the original prank.
This is Jerry, I think. She's lovely.
I ain't like you.
We ain't finished yet. We've got to do rubbish.
Dad, we've got to go.
We've got to do the bins yet.
Mum, it's like 9 something. Can we just go?
And I think Grumpy Dave might have a heart of gold as well.
Just do bins. That's when they come
Come
out.
on, let's just go to the pub.
There's a kind of...
No, stop.
There's a sly smile there, isn't there? It's just coming through.
Yeah. And I honestly think this is a family that all really love each other.
Grumpy Dave.
But they do abuse Grumpy Dave for being grumpy.
There's a Grumpy Dave song.
Oh shit, outside.
I love this.
Like a dog.
Grumpy Dave. Grumpy Dave.
Kind of. It comes out a lot. It's inconsistent in tune and every other thing you can imagine. But you always know it's the same song.
Same song.
fucking ankle.
You haven't broken your fucking ankle.
What did it?
You're fucking hidden.
Just get down.
Get down. Leave the fucking music. Silence. Grumpy Dave. Grumpy Dave.
Do the rubbish bin in the morning.
Grumpy Dave. You don't want to break.
Grumpy Dave, cigarette in mouth, coughing as he tries to take the blue bin out to the edge of the road. This is the essence of St. Jimmy.
The video has completely lost its focus by this point. And
And never returns to it. It's just going to be fly on the wall from here on. But you get a sense of the family.
We are going to the pub with the Grumpy Dave.
Grumpy Dave.
Grumpy Dave.
Grumpy Dave.
We all going to the pub with Grumpy Dave.
Grumpy Dave.
You can see some of the family dynamics because his daughter is a lot more confident in calling him Grumpy Dave. And St. Jimmy, who has a sibling relationship with her, I don't know how long they've been in each other's family, but he's slightly less confident in going whole hog on the Grumpy Dave song.
You love being on camera, don't you? Hey, Grumpy Dave.
Accept.
Dave knows how to cross the road.
He does, not safe, but he knows how to cross the road.
I didn't was there on fucking Friday. You thought it was here.
Yeah,
Good point.
We went for president.
did you?
Yeah, you ain't crossed the
I
road.
remember the first time I watched this, I paused a few times to try and work out what Grumpy Dave's saying here. And I got nowhere.
But he knows how to cross the road.
I didn't was there on fucking Friday. You thought it was here.
Yeah,
Good point.
We went for president.
Do you have any guesses? Anything strike you as what he could plausibly be saying? Try it one more time.
It was here.
safe, but he knows how to cross the road.
I didn't was there on fucking Friday. You thought it was here.
Yeah,
Good point.
We went for president.
did you?
Yeah, you ain't crossed the
Thanks
line.
for tapping me on the nose.
Yeah, that's
What do you think? Josie, are you still around? Oh, you may be having a classic audio issue. I heard.
it's my classic Josie audio problem there.
hmm
I'm
Does that
back.
mean the solution from before is not stuck? Maybe it's something
It-
else.
Well, it hasn't stuck, but I can presumably do it again. Bear with me a moment.
Oh, it's changed since you've turned the computer off and on again.
I installed Windows 11 today, which may have been my mistake.
Oh yeah, you've entered into chaos mode. Everything with which you were once familiar has been thrown into disarray. Did you have any guesses on what Grumpy Dave is saying?
He's saying something about how he would have crossed the road if something was there, but I can't make out what it is.
That's interesting.
He does, not safe, but he knows how to cross the road.
I didn't was there on fucking Friday. You thought it was here.
Yeah,
Good point.
We went for president.
I think you're right. In the first thing he says, it ends with, "If it was here."
If it was here, exactly.
Yeah, I would have.
They removed a pedestrian crossing or something.
Yeah, I would have gone across the Pelican Crossing if it was here.
And it's not there anymore.
but he knows how to cross the road.
And they got
I
rid
didn't
of
was
it.
there on fucking Friday. You thought it was here.
Yeah,
Good point.
We went for president.
did you?
Yeah, you ain't crossed the line.
Thanks for tapping me on the nose.
Yeah, that's
I think you're right. I think it might be about some
He
sort of
likes
crossing.
Dave, Grumpy Dave.
Back to the Grumpy Dave song.
Grumpy
We're
Dave.
going to the pub with
With
Grumpy
Grumpy
Dave.
Dave.
Does this make you feel sorry for Grumpy Dave?
Grumpy Dave.
A little bit. Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah, he's taking it in good humour, but he's taking a lot.
Can't walk it.
He's taking
It
a
is-
lot.
It is constant Grumpy Dave.
Dad's going.
Yep, she wants to go to the. She wants to go to work.
Oh, and yeah, it should be noted that whenever Grumpy Dave travels, he keeps a lot of information in a little notebook with a biro, and it's not clear what it is or why he needs it.
You don't have to go in.
He's a meticulous planner.
Obviously, Paul's birthday's been cancelled this year too.
I respect
What are we
that.
going to do for Dave's birthday?
Nothing.
We got to do something for his birthday.
I'm going to get pissed.
You're gonna get pissed.
Yeah, we're all going to get pissed
I
for
am.
his birthday.
You're gonna get pissed.
And me.
Yeah, he's going to get paralytic. You'll get paralytic because it's your
And me.
birthday.
But look.
His is in April.
Me, James.
Look at that. Look, after he says and me.
I might not be here.
I might not even be here.
Where you been? Away.
Peterborough.
Oh, he's going to go to Peterborough for his birthday. You're not going to get drunk.
Train spotting.
He won't get drunk then, will he?
Train
He's
spotting.
sober.
He is a train spotter.
Anyway.
I don't like getting drunk anymore.
Hence the book.
It's his old age.
Wow, this tells you a lot about the family, right? They're all saying, let's all get paralytic for Dave's birthday. And Dave said, I might go to Peterborough. And they're like, do you not like getting drunk anymore? That's it. Have you lost your taste for booze?
I mean, we
End of
don't.
an era.
He doesn't say what he's doing in Peterborough. He might be going to Peterborough to get paralytic.
True. I think it's a long way from where they are. And his daughter immediately says train spotting. Harry Hardy says Peterborough is a good place for train spotting. That sounds plausible. I know Peterborough is a place you go through all the way to Cambridge.
These do sound like East of England accents as well.
I don't think so. I think it's like Central South. Although the Plems can shed light on this.
Next year.
No. No. Next year.
You're 60 next year.
Alright.
Yes, you are.
I'm 57 now.
Do we have proof that Peterborough is a place?
I'm 3 years younger than John. John is...
58 now.
I'm not.
For your birthday, you said you were 58. Because I said, are you 59? You said, no, I'll turn 58 this year. You're
No.
58 now.
I'm not 57.
You're 59 this
What? You're 57.
2024, I'll be 60.
No, no.
Right,
Yeah,
you're
'cause
50 bloody.
I can't be fucking 60 next year.
No, you can't.
I didn't say you're 60 next year. I said you're 58 now. You're 59 this year.
No, I
The year
can't
after,
be.
you're
No, it won't be because it's 2024. I'm 60.
No, I'm not.
I was born 1964. Right? 1964, right?
Yeah.
97.
Work that out.
Yeah.
Live maths now.
I'm fucking 60. It's 2024.
He's right. If that is his birth,
Because I was born in 1964.
Then he's 60 in 2024. Can't argue with that.
He was born in that month. See?
well, someone can.
It's just count.
I haven't lost count.
He hasn't lost count. If that's his birth, yeah.
Someone can, but this is the same someone who can say they're going to the pub when they're not. And then end up in the pub anyway.
We got a prank in progress here.
No, he ain't.
Shit, you stupid. Private numbers, just come again. Private number.
Oh,
Oh, stop.
the Plems are suggesting that Grumpy Dave is a Peterborean.
Dog should be. It's a dog. He doesn't make mess. He said he got. What stuff does he get messy? He has to
Sam makes more mess than anybody. No, it's that Sue makes more mess than fucking popcorn.
Well, you didn't tidy that up. I think you tidied up a bit of. You didn't tidy up last time.
Full feature.
Feature was it? Cancelled. No, you're going to sweep up that mud with that nose broom and. Didn't you? Oh, yeah.
Nah. That's how you got on. So we got back and forth from Sam and you.
Okay, maybe not quite as useful as I first thought.
Well, no, if that's a legitimate medical complaint, that could be diagnostically useful.
And you drank a drink? You found a drink. Dave's moved
Or
to where
if
the
it's a
water
drink,
leaks.
it's a classic bank drink behind the menu.
Sorry. Grumpy Dave.
I think it's a band that occurs a lot when you're in a household with a vlogger.
Grumpy Dave.
Grumpy Dave's sitting where there's a.
Is this the Spoons? Have we seen the Spoons logo?
We haven't, and I think it feels a bit too shabby to be a spoon.
Do you know what I mean? There's just a bit too much wear and tear visible even on this low resolution camera.
Dave is an arsehole.
Oh, Spoon's confirmed by the chat.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, well, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. Spoon's confirmed again.
You're just trying to do it.
You're on camera.
Dad out, not me. Because they know me as lovely.
No, they won't kick me out.
Go then. Go right then. What's the point if I still fucking come out there and you always go right? Just go right then.
I'm going
Go right then. Go right then. Don't give me whatever.
Can we stay then?
I don't know. In a Dickens story, you don't just get a family who love each other. Are the mini golf's good, Pleb? I love a bit of mini golf.
Wait outside.
I could be your song on a radio. I could steal your heart.
That is... Oh, do they not do this like this anymore? Where you put your channel in there and then those are 2 video suggestions? Do they not do that anymore? Or is it just not set up? No, this is really recent. I think he's put the end video in, but he hasn't set up the end credits in YouTube. Do you have Brave or an ad block? Don't think my ad block affects this. Can we watch the St. Jimmy movie? Let me look at the length because it's already 11. The St. Jimmy movie. Ooh. Andy says 2 of them are good, but not so good that I visited any in the 8 years we've been dating, and I've had to see his mum in Littlehampton. Pete and Elise has found the pub. I don't know what the moral considerations are of sharing details of a pub that's somewhere near someone's house. I want to find the movie. There's also just watching some of these little adventure blogs. Going shoe shopping vlog in Bognor Town.
I think I will vacate the night hole at this point if anyone else wants to come and join in the St. Jimmy reactions.
No,
but thank you for introducing me to this strange channel.
And thank you very much for being in the night hole and providing live reacts.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Please watch another prank video. I think we should pick another short video or 2, depending on length, and work through those. Yeah, I'm getting tired now. Don't want to go too much longer. I don't know where the St. Jimmy movie is though. You want to watch 50p? 50p is funny. 50p is quite a funny prank. Top 10 amazing facts that you should know if you don't is also quite funny. Yeah? Where do I go to find it, Killian? I'm probably not going to watch it because I remember it being very long. But I just want to refresh my memory on how long it is. Oh, yeah. It's a full hour long. It was made just under a year ago. I think we watched top 10 amazing facts and then we watched 50p challenge and then and then I'll call it, and I'll see you again on Friday. So this is top 10 amazing facts that you should, if you don't know already. That's his wording.
Hello, and how is it all going, James St. Jimmy Smith fans? In this video, I am going to be counting down from number 10. Top 10 amazing facts that you should if you don't already know. Starting with number 10. Coca-Cola was originally green. See, even I didn't know that one, so if that fact was new to you, the next time when you tuck into your favourite soda drink,
Harry tip
why don't you
£3.
share this fact with
3
your
more
friends?
hours.
Coming in at
Thank you
number
very
9,
much,
there are
Harry.
2 credit cards
I will do
for
3 more
every
hours.
person
Not
in
today,
the United States. How
but
greedy.
over time,
I've just got the
as
one,
part of
but
my
it's not
normal
even a
stream
credit
schedule.
Card, it's a debit card. I don't even trust myself with a credit card because I don't want to get in debt. Number 8. Did you know that women blink nearly as twice as men, do they? I thought we all blinked the same. Well, not at the same time, but I think you get what I mean. Number 7. You can't kill yourself by holding your breath. So I think that's something that most people have wondered. What happens when you hold your breath? Can you die from it? No, you'll just pass out and start breathing. So I wouldn't suggest trying that because you'll get nowhere. Coming in at number 6, we have the fact that it is impossible to lick your elbow. See, I swear
like this
people
video
can
a
do
lot.
that. I don't know about you, but if you can do it, please comment down below because I would really like to know. Fact 5. The Guinness Book of Records holds the record for being the book most often stolen from public libraries. That's surprising because why steal that book? Why not just buy it? Come on, it's like world's best facts. Just purchase it. Fact 4 is a good one. What do bulletproof vests, fire escapes, windshield wipers, and laser printers all have
Why
in
steal
common?
it when you can just buy it?
All invented by women. Fact 3. A snail can sleep for 3 years. I bet you wish you could do that. Nah, I'm just kidding. Because you'll be wasting your life away. Fact 2. Butterflies taste with their feet.
Sorry. That one really got me. That one really tickled me. I want to hear it again.
All invented by women. Fact 3. A snail can sleep for 3 years. I bet you wish you could do that. Nah, I'm just kidding. Because you'll be wasting your life away. Fact 2. Butterflies taste with their feet. I bet you didn't know that fact. And finally, coming in first place, we have the fact that elephants are the only animals that can't jump. I'd hate to not be able to jump. All elephants have to though. Bonus fact. On average, people fear spiders more than they do death. I like spiders.
true.
They ain't that bad. They are kind creatures. Just don't get bitten by one. That's all I can suggest. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and turn post notifications on if you haven't already. And this video is just a trial video. If you like this video, please let me know and hopefully in the future I can make some more. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
I'm gonna leave a comment. Oh, comments are turned off. Oh. He does explicitly ask for comments though, right?
That's all I can suggest. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and turn post notifications on if you haven't already. And this video is just a trial video. If you like this video, please let me know and hopefully in the future I can make some more. Thank you for watching.
Oh, he doesn't say let him know in the comments. I should let him know some other way. Oh well. Yes, it is marked for kids. YouTube Kids is connected to it right here. So that'll be why. Do women blink twice as often as men? I don't think so. Spontaneous blink rate was significantly larger in women than in men. 19 versus 11 blinks per minute. Just shy of twice. There is a study that says it. I'm not going to go into the methodology because that's quite a lot, but surprisingly, there is a study and it has then been picked up by Pop Science. I'll let you look into that in your own time. All right, let's watch the 50p challenge. And also put SJ in the chat if you love St. Jimmy. I really hope I've gotten some people onto this channel because I think it's great.
Please like and subscribe this video and post notifications if you haven't already. Now let me eat my food. Off. What's up, James? St. Jimmy Smith, and I have some bad news. Basically, Danny is coming back to Littlehampton.
Oh no.
I swear I didn't ask him.
Oh no, Danny's coming back to
Basically,
Littlehampton.
today we are eating ice cream at the moment. Milk.
You heard the terrible
And
news coming out of
basically,
Littlehampton.
we are going to Bognor. Yep.
They have no phone leads on that bus.
What bus?
To get to Bognor.
Who cares about phone leads? This is more important.
My phone's dying.
Well, this phone isn't, so we're going to get all the footage. Basically, we're going, the first thing, we have two 50p's. Basically, me and Danny, we are going to be going into Morrison's and finding something that's under or 50p. And after, we are going to be asking someone random which is the better purchase. And the winner
I
will
love the way he
just be a
says
winner.
purchase.
They won't get anything.
Purchase.
There will just be a winner. We all know it won't be Danny.
I get
Because I'm the winner.
And I get to eat them.
If you want.
It's this
Oh,
one.
if you're going to eat it,
We've hardly watched,
I'll
like,
get you something that you
we're
can't
already
eat.
onto just best of and nostalgia trips. But this
So
is
stay
an
tuned.
induction.
Enjoy. Shout out to Daniel Hook. He's just literally sent me a message. And it's not that Danny, by the way. This is just Daniel. He's basically just sent me a message. I'll read it in a sec.
He's basically just sent me a message. Don't want to make this more complicated than it needs to be. He's just sent me a message. That's all you need to know. Shout out to a different Daniel who's texting me.
So basically, we had it all planned out. But it's been ages. And Danny said he was on his way. He's probably doing something silly like walking or something from Lancing to Littlehampton.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
He's taken forever to get here. And now we don't know whether we're going to be able to make it to Bognor. If not, we'll have to stay in Littlehampton.
It wasn't sticking out before.
And do the best as we can to make this video happen. And if we do, then Danny, your fault.
I feel sorry for him, but at the same time, he knew the conditions.
Finally, he actually arrives after like hours.
Yeah.
Drenched.
Yeah.
So basically, we
That's
ain't gonna
Danny.
be doing the Bognor thing now. We're basically
Can I
just going
just say, unless that's like sort of choreographed, he's like 4 hours late and soaked through, and that's how he says hello.
He knew the conditions.
Finally, he actually arrives after like hours.
Yeah.
Drenched.
Yeah.
So basically, we ain't
That's
gonna be
Danny.
doing the
That's the
Bognor
guy I
thing
want
now.
in my vlog.
We're basically just going to Morrison's up the road to pull off this 50p challenge. It's gonna be fun, hopefully.
So now their plan, which is to go and buy items 50p and then found a random stranger to like rank them, that's now being done at night in the rain. 4 or 5 hours later than was planned. But the vlog's still on.
We're just getting ready. Well, I'm ready. Enjoy. We're on our way to Morrison's, and when we get in there, me and Danny are doing our challenge of things for 50p. In Morrison's, basically I have to look around to see what I can get for 50p.
Morrison's, you basically have to look around to see what I can get for 50p.
Right. Hello, I need to see what I can get for 50p.
Basically,
All
you
these
just
are
need to
£2.
see what you can get 50p by looking around.
Nice. This one's good to like prank him and
No. Where you should point the camera, I'll show you, is here. This is, if I was filming this, I'd point my camera here, I think. So you can't see what I'm seeing. And it'll be more of a surprise if I pick something up.
But like, something that I know that will win. Danny's getting help.
Danny's getting help.
He's getting help.
Now, we don't see what the help looks like, but he is asking a member of staff, which means he's
Hello,
gone up to a
you.
member of staff,
Oh,
and he
sure.
must have asked, what's
Basically,
the...
Danny's spoken to someone and is getting help.
Isn't that not cheating?
Well, basically him picking in it. I'll let the viewers decide if it's cheating.
Now, has Danny gone up to a member of staff and said, what's the best thing I can get for 50p? Can we do a 50p challenge? Yes, we can. Do you know what? That would make a good misrule of some kind. I think maybe actually going out and buying something for 50p every day would be difficult. There must be some way to organise a feasible challenge that can be... Maybe we'll just do one.
Or not.
I think it.
Who is actually? Then I should be able to cheat and like get something for £1, but not telling. Oh, it's so hard, isn't it? 45p. Oh, 45p. What do people like? What do people like? What do people like?
What do people like?
79.
What of these
45,
things
ooh.
is enjoyed by a lot of people and is not a contentious sweet? No, it doesn't have to be a Morrison's. I'm not going to a... No one can make me go to a Morrison's. Big Parma
So
violets.
everyone loves these. Everyone must love these.
Everyone must love Parma violets. The sweet that everyone likes.
Insert cash or touch pay another way.
It is just an awful choice. And he's just got this absolute confidence.
So everyone loves these.
I don't even
must
think
love
even
these.
many people love these. It's like the worst sweet. He shows you so many sweets. They're next to Love Hearts.
Pay another way.
Love Hearts are popular, I think. They're not nice, though. They're not actually...
So, crumpets or violets? Because everyone loves a violet. Now we've got to see what Jerry thinks.
Oh, is that one of them?
Is that two of them?
What?
One.
Raw.
No, pick one.
Yeah, he's just eating a raw crumpet in the car
No,
park.
they don't win nothing.
And while this isn't explained, they obviously have decided not to look for someone outside or can't find someone outside. So they're just going back and asking his mum which one she likes the best. But obviously one of the people is her son, and one of the people is this stranger.
They built this.
No, that was what he left here.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
You bought that in a shop.
Danny,
No, wait. Just...
Jerry's struggling to understand, and partly I think it's her being a bit slow on the uptake, but also the explanation she's receiving is very clearly fragmentary and difficult to pick up on.
Listen. Who's the one?
I ain't picking
No,
any.
pick one.
Who's the win?
When you say you should live more like this, Killian, I would love to hear more about what that means. What does it mean to live like this? And I do also sort of know what you mean. I'm sort of envious of his ability to have one bad plan and spend 7 hours doing it. when it should take one, most of which is just spent wandering the streets. But that's fine, and he's very relaxed with it, and he makes videos for the sake of making them, and I think there is something quite nice and chill about the whole thing. Killian, I thought you sort of do live like that, though. I was under the impression you do live like that.
You pay?
No, they don't win nothing. They bought this.
That was what he left here.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
You bought that in a shop.
Daddy,
No, wait, you just said.
Under communism, we all get to be like Saint Jimmy.
Oh, what? He said
You picked these?
this was already here, so you have to do that.
No, you picked.
What would you pick? Hang on, let's do a poll. In fact, Jambud, can you put a poll in? Can you put a poll in the chat? What would you rather receive? A big thing of Parma violets, or 2 crumpets opened from a stranger? 2 raw crumpets in a packet that's been opened in the rain by a stranger. No, because it's which one you'd rather. You have to pick one. But no individual crump has been half eaten. There are 2 in there. They haven't been half eaten. They're full, but they're raw. But they've been exposed to the wind and rain, and there may have been a stranger's hand fishing around in the packet. Parma violet or raw crump? There's only 1 raw crump left. Let me verify. I think there might be 2. Yeah, I think there might be. I think there might be one crump.
What? He said
You picked these?
this was already here, so you have.
I have a strong feeling there's only 1 crump in that. That doesn't look like 2 stacked crumps. It's not easy to tell. But yeah. Oh, Danny said 8.5. All right, pack of 6 then. It's fine.
Oh, what?
I mean, if Danny set off when he was supposed to, then he did. He's probably walked for at least 4 hours today.
He said this was already here, so you have to do that.
No, you picked these, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, I win.
Yeah, so look, Danny.
I thought the winner gets it. Yeah. Do you want to eat my last crumpet?
What won? The Palmers? How many crumps could you eat raw? You know what? I don't think a raw crump would be that bad. I don't toast them that hard. No, it would be bad, wouldn't it? I thought about it more. I thought about it again. They're not nice, are they? They're rubbery. What does the C stand for here? You can't put bad sweets in the poll. That's not a good survey. It is nevertheless neck and neck. What would I want? 1 raw crumpet or a big thing of Parma violets? I'm quite fond of Parma violets. I used to put them in my beer, as I've already said. No one's ever liked me saying this, but I used to put them in my beer. Quite nice. You can put them in a cheap lager, put them in a Stella, then shake them around. You shake it around and let it go purple. It was like a snake biting black, you know. Just pop some Parmas in. What have you got on tap? Oh, just Carlin, no problem. I got some Parmas in my bag. If you've never had Parma pint, listen, everyone's got very closed minds here, and I get a lot of grief for this. But if you've never had a Parma pinter, you've never really been out. You know, you've never really been out. You ever had a night out, really? Not if you've never had a Parma pinter. Just 1 pack per pint. Of the little ones. I'm done. I've said my piece. Yeah? Have you ever had a vodka crump? Bad sweets have won. A vodka crumpet is quite nice. You put the vodka and then you light it, and the fire cooks the crumpet. And then that crumpet is also like having a shot. You put a bit of honey on it, or a bit of butter. It's nice. But would you have a vodka crump? He's still going. I'm helping. I'm helping. I'm just helping. I was going to bring... Well, rum... That's exactly what I was setting up when I got no mold. Yeah, do you remember when we got... Yeah, we poured rum on a slice of bread and told your brother it was something that adults liked. That was very funny. Quite cruel. And I remember Jambud saying not long ago that we didn't do pranks when we lived in the village. And yet, we convinced your brother to eat rum bread. I hate when they're all out of Strongbird dark fruits. That is a St. Jimmy style prank. It is. Jambud is a 100% a prank. A sterling gold prank. I think it's time for bed. This has been a nice Wednesday. I'm never doing a comedy writing stream ever again in my life. And I'm back soon. In the next few weeks, I hope to do... I don't know. I hope to think out some streaming plans. There's some stuff I want to do that requires prep, and I need to finish off some other stuff before I can put the time in for the prep. But I'm aiming to. In the meantime, maybe silly little things. Maybe just some silly little things. Good night, everyone. Shall we do a little raid? Who's about? For weeks, every time I go to a raid, I keep thinking I should follow and learn of more people that might be around.
Look,
when I'm
ram it on
raiding.
me. We get
Who's around? Who's around? Oh, Cressup's doing an Indiana Jones themed point and click. Perfect. Ideal. If anyone's new here and wants to come hang out with us, here is our Discord link. We are very friendly, and if you pop in, we'll send you a little picture of a bird. And for anyone else who's staying around, I'm sending a raid over to Cressup. Late night point and click seems very fun. Goodbye, good night, be well, and goodbye.